Now that I think about it, the two characters actually look kind of similar. Dylan fucking aka Jared's favorite character. I could have swore that last collectible was around this area. I said Dylan was your favorite character. See, that's what you get for not listening to stream. Nelson, I'm about to kill you, buddy, if you keep, like, friendly firing on me. It literally is just a thunder gun. That's too funny. But, like, hey guys, we need an idea for a new combo weapon in Dead Rising. What do you see, sir? I've been playing a little bit of Call of Duty lately. Dylan's my good boy. Bro, are you just gonna say good boy all the time now? Are you making fun of my kinks, man? I'm gonna drop this gun. This gun honestly fucking sucks. Yeah, I know you have been. I just couldn't tell if they were actually just like, if you were trying to make jokes or... Hey, it's not my fault that I like being submissive.
Okay, I'm gonna get to work figuring out where that signal came from. It looks like there's some ZDC fire starters right over there. You wanna control zombies? Now's your chance. It's gonna take me a few minutes. Why don't you make yourself useful, Mr. Agency Man? Burn all those unsightly bodies by the front door before they come a knocking.
Just get to work, alright?
Well, yeah, I know you're poking fun at me. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you were poking fun at Mason either, though. Explore while Nelson works. What the fuck are all of these? Oh my god, please don't tell me I have more fucking collectibles. I will actually commit seppuku. Or, I don't know if I can still say that on stream. I'll unalive myself. Oh, fuck me. I gotta burn biohazard piles. Just burn the whole fucking city at that point, honestly. They're already planning on, like, nuking this place. Why do I have to go around and do their fucking job? Fucking bullshit, man. Or, you know, never mind. Maybe this is my character's job before, like, all this shit happens. Well, I guess it'll give that nerd a chance to do his shit, and then, maybe it'll help me find the last collectible. Now that I got 40 more fucking collectibles I need to do. Honestly, I think this game might actually be as bad as the first Assassin's Creed game when it comes to fucking just bullshit collectibles throughout the whole game. That was like one reason why I hated Assassin's Creed 1. Not only was it just a boring game, but just the amount of fucking collectibles that game had too was just legitimately infuriating. Bro, did you know that Resident Evil is called Biohazard in Japan? Yeah, I knew about that. The reason that they called it Resident Evil in the US is because in the United States, you can't, I was gonna say, maybe trademark is the right word. But yeah, I think in the US, you can't trademark like one word. It has to be two. And so they held a contest, and Resident Evil was like the one that they decided upon. But yeah, I did actually know about that. That's like pretty common res knowledge. Okay, so yeah, I could have swore there was just more. I don't know why point, like you guys can see. But I could have swore there was more over here, and some just disappeared. Like, I really don't understand why it is when I pick up some collectibles, like, some of the icons will just completely disappear. I fucking hate that. I hate that so much. There used to be a channel that I followed that, did a lot of, like, Resident Evil, like, kind of, like, strange Resident Evil facts and stuff like that. I don't know if I still follow them anymore. Okay, never mind, they're showing back up. There we go. Now, what's rare RE knowledge? Oh god, I honestly can't think of anything off the top of my head. Oh, I brought this up before. I don't actually... I know I brought this one up a couple of times. But, did you know the reason Jill Valentine looks the way that she does is because when they were trying to create a character design for, her, they wanted to... Jill's nationality is she is both Japanese and she is French. I believe, if I remember correctly, her mom was Japanese, her father was a French guy, who was like a locksmith, which is why she's so good at lockpicking and stuff like that. That one I feel like a lot of people may not know about. The reason that Ada Wong's favorite color is red, and why she wears a red dress, is because red is typically seen as, like, a color for the, red is typically seen as a color for, like, femme fatales. Oh, it's up above, isn't it? And yeah, you did know that one? I can't remember if you knew that one beforehand or if I told you that one. Did you know in the original OG Resident Evil 2, the reason why Leon showed up late to the RPD station was because, he had broken up with his girlfriend the night prior, and he was drunk, which is why he was late to Raccoon City. I thought it was because red usually represents danger. Well, I mean, femme fatales, yeah, they're like main like female leads, dangerous and stuff like that. You knew about the Leon one too? It sounds like honestly you've probably seen a lot of the same videos that I have then. I just wish I remembered what the channel was actually called. Oh, so did you know, in the Resident Evil movie, the one before, in the Resident Evil movie before Res 6, I don't remember the reason why. Yeah, I don't remember the reason why, but the Ada Wong in Resident Evil 6, the Carla, is actually a clone of Ada Wong, but because of the Resident Evil movie, for some strange reason, like I said, I can't remember what the reasoning was. I think it might have been because, like, they didn't want to have too many similarities to, like, the movie, or if they weren't allowed to use the word clone, just because of, like, problems with the movie producers. They referred to her as a doppelganger, but she is supposed to be, like, a legitimate clone of, like, Ada Wong. That one I feel like is a little nifty information that maybe not everyone knew. Same, bro. Fucking Resident Evil is just so good. If someone, like, unironically told me they hated the Resident Evil series, I would just have to ask why. I really do think it's impossible to hate Resident Evil. Hating the movies, that is one thing. Because even I'll admit the movies are not great. You didn't know that one? Oh, finally. One that you didn't know. Yeah, I wish I remembered the reason why they weren't allowed to use the word clone. Because it's not like the word clone was trademarked. Slip nutted all over the evil residents. I still think that was my first introduction to Slipknot, though. Was the first Resident Evil movie. Oh, actually, this gun has incendiary rounds. Can I just, like... Yeah, so I can just shoot the piles. Okay. Yeah, I think the first Resident Evil movie was kind of like, the first Slipknot song I might have heard. At least in a movie. When it comes to video games, I think the first Slipknot song I heard was, Duality. And that was in fucking, ATV Off-Road Fury. If anyone even remembers those games. I think that one was, if I remember correctly, I think it was the third game. Ugh. Alright, so there's 10 in this area. So my only hope means that there's fucking 10 in the other areas as well. I wish I remembered or like kept track of the other 40 when I did the first collectibles, because then I could like narrow it down where I'm missing one. But you know, hindsight is always 20/20. The WWE games do have some pretty good music. I don't believe they've ever had Slipknot, though. Yeah, because I'm trying to think about it now. Yeah, they definitely never had Slipknot. The WWE games used to have, like, unironically, like, super good fucking soundtracks. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 probably has, like, one of my favorite soundtracks out of, like, any video game. It's got, like, 3 Day Grace, it's got, like, Ghostface Killer, it's got, like, a really good mix of just, like, songs. I wish I was into wrestling. Hey man, if you ever do actually make your way up here, we can watch some wrestling together. Bro, I can barely drive down the fucking street with a vehicle in this game now. There's just so many, like, propane tanks and just explosives everywhere. It's just easier to run. Old school wrestling is definitely way better, though. I need to actually get back into watching TV shows and wrestling. And just anime, too. My brother Sammy showed me this anime that I should check out called Solo Leveling. It seemed pretty interesting, but at the same time, this is kind of just like a pet peeve for me. But I want an anime that takes place in like a fantasy setting. Like I do love animes like that, where it's just like fantasy settings, goblins, like you know, like maybe werewolves, shit like that. I think stuff like that is awesome. For some reason though, when they add the aspect of like, oh, here's my character sheet, and like the world is kind of like a video game, I can see my level and I can see my stats, that instantly throws me off with any fucking anime like that, and I can't stand fucking animes like that. That's like one of the main reasons why I can never really get into like Sword Art Online. There was another anime that I watched with Karen. It was called Kuma. That was kind of like very similar. And like I thought the show was good, but I'm so sick of seeing that fucking trope in like every like fantasy anime like that. It just gets really repetitive and just nauseating seeing that shit just constantly. It's like, can you guys, like, be original? At least with, like, Goblin Slayer, that anime was pretty much just, like, built around some dude's, like, D&D campaign. But god, I am so fucking sick of that same old plot every time. Big Papa, what are your thoughts on your wrestler counterpart? What do you mean? I don't understand that one. Are you asking what I think of, like, are you asking what I think of other companies besides, like, WWE? Oh, you talking about Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes is pretty cool. He's given us Cody's a good name out there. Lord knows we need it. No, he's like... He's legitimately a cool guy. I didn't like him very much when he first started his career, just because he was kind of an asshole. He was very good at playing an asshole. But now WWE keeps, like, fucking him over and not giving him the opportunities that he deserves. Instead, for some reason, the WWE's like, hey, you know what would be a great idea? Let's rehire The Rock. Yeah, because that's fucking great. The guy that basically wrestles as a part-timer. And is, like, one of the most fakest celebrities ever. I don't know how many of you guys have seen that video that Charlie made about, like, The Rock. He makes, like, a video, like, almost every couple of months where he's like, hey, what's up, guys? It's me, The Rock. I'm trying Chick-fil-A for the first time, even though he's done it, like, 4 fucking times already. He's, like, one of the most fakest celebrities. Like, all of his shit looks like it's been, like, pre-read and, like, pre-scrubbed for, like, his marketing team. God, I fucking hate celebrities so much. Is there such a thing as a winning and a losing streak in wrestling? Yes. And yeah, that's a fair point. What celebrities aren't fake? But yeah, oh god, I forgot who it was. But, I think there's, like, one wrestler who has, like, he has, like, the world record for the most matches lost, and I think it's at, like, 400 matches or some shit. .400 just, like, consecutive losses. Okay, that was 20, so that's all those in this area. I wish at least this game had, like, a fucking tracker where I can track, like, what areas I'm missing the collectibles from, so I can, like, actually narrow it down. I fucking... It really makes you appreciate, like, the little details that these games add. It really does.
Let's go now.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was with the biggest lose streak. I do remember that, like, WWE had, like, giving him the opportunity of, like, finally winning a match after, like, years of basically just putting other people over. And he's like, no, I wanna keep going. I wanna keep the losing streak going. I thought that was the craziest thing, that the bro, like, literally wanted to, like, keep losing. Bro sticking to the grind. Yeah, he did for real. Bro's like, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose the most out of everyone. The world's best loser? Yep, that's me. Oh shit, I didn't mean to throw that. For some reason, I always want to press the triggers to swing, even though, like, by this point, we've been playing Dead Rising for so fucking long that I should know that that's not how you actually attack. It's crazy that even the biggest losers in wrestling could still beat the shit out of an average person. Not all of them, though. Unfortunately. For them, I guess, but... Because when CM Punk had gotten fired from the WWE, and for some reason he went to UFC for a bit, I think he probably had, like, one of the worst, like, win-loss records of, like, all time. I remember that was, like, a pretty big controversy, like, before one of the UFC games even came out. They gave him, like, such an insanely high score before he was even, like, actually in a fight. And then, like, he got to UFC and he was probably, like, one of the actual worst fighters of all time. Amazing wrestler and amazing performer, but that doesn't always translate into, like, actual, like, MMA and, like, UFC fighting. You know, it's one of those things where, like, you get too confident and you kind of, like... You're like, overly confident and you kind of, like, misjudge your skill a little bit. Because, like, I was under the same philosophy before. I used to be like, man, I'm great at Mortal Kombat. That means I'm probably going to be good at Street Fighter and Tekken. I couldn't be further from the fucking truth. I suck ass at both Street Fighter and Tekken. I like this yellow Lamborghini. I'm gonna call it Bumblebee. I actually forgot what kind of car Bumblebee's even supposed to be. It has been so long since I've watched fucking Transformers. Oh wait, no, isn't Bumblebee just like a fucking, like a Camaro or something? Honestly, bro, it makes me so happy when you get to a talking topic that you're actually interested in. Oh, when you get me into it, like a conversation I'm interested in. I mean, once I get talking, I never shut the fuck up. Like, that's the thing. I can definitely get pretty annoying, though. I know that for sure. I always felt so bad for Karen because, like, I would ramble on and on about, like, just shit that she probably, like, didn't even, like, know what the fuck I was talking about or, like, even understood. And just, like, I would just berate her and just, like, she would have to sit there for just hours just listening to my fucking lunatic ass just talk about, like, literally, like, anything that, like, no one gave a shit about. I get, like, way too, like, into things sometimes. Bro, even I annoy myself sometimes. Yeah, that's fair, though. Wait, I don't remember shooting that corpse. Did it just burn itself? Five fucking hats. God damn, man. This police car is pretty dope, though. Need to start crafting some weapons. My inventory's getting a little light. Hey, tacos. Ah, fuck. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, shit. You know what? I like the mini chainsaws. I'll just make more of them. Or even the defiler. I don't mind those two. Welcome back, son. How are your 5 ads? Beans. Get down. You're fucking disgusting. I hate animals. Well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna clean up the mess that, Beans has now just made on my floor. You're fucking whore, Beans. You weren't lying. That dumpy really does dump. I told you, man, I got a big ass. It's one of like, it's like one of my best features, honestly. Unironically, I've had like a couple girls say that I do have like an amazing ass.
Hey, no free rides.
And it's like, thanks. It's just because my back's curved. Oh, there's the last collectible. Fuck yeah. Oh, I gotta message someone back real quick. Those hips don't lie. Bruh, I can't lie. I'm like Pinocchio. The more I lie, the bigger my ass gets. What Beans do, by the way? Oh, he was, he had hacked up some of his cat food. I had some guy in Instacart, drop off, like, basically do my shopping for me. I guess for people that don't know what Instacart is, it's, it'll, like, you can basically do shopping online from, like, stores around your area and shit like that. A driver will, like, deliver them to your house. I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I'm talking about, but just in case. But I think the dude that did my order either changed the cat food or just, like, couldn't find, like, the right one. And, I don't know, maybe... I think maybe Beans just, like, his stomach isn't agreeing with the new cat food at all. Because I will say, when it comes to the cats making messes, Beans is definitely, like... He gives me the least amount of trouble. Oh, I thought the Molotov would have also fucked over the football player, but I guess not. Yeah, I was gonna say, I figured most people have probably heard about it. Like, maybe you haven't used it yourself, but definitely probably have heard about it. I'm about to chunk me, boy. Ah, I just use it because I don't have a car. That's like the main reason I do Instacart shopping. Me personally, I also think it's a little bit better on my wallet because when I'm shopping on the website and like I'm using the app, I only grab the essentials. I only grab shit that I actually need. If I go out shopping, I know I'm gonna pick up some shit that I'm not gonna need. I'm gonna see something and I'm gonna be like, ooh, that looks really nice. I want to grab that. Because I have no self-control sometimes when it comes to, like, buying shit.